Good morning, students. Welcome to eSuvidya. Hope you all are fine and safe. Students, trees are called the producers, or the green plants are called the producers. Why the green plants are called producers? Because students, as you know, that the green plants can prepare their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Students, as you know, photosynthesis is a process by which green plants prepare their own food by using water, minerals and carbon dioxide. So they prepare their food with the help of the sunlight. So for this reason, the green plants are called the producers. So students, today we are going to read a poem, or we are going to recite a poem which shows us about the kindness of a tree. This poem shows us about the kindness of a tree. So the poem is The Kind Tree, written by the American poet Harry Benn. So students, Harry Benn was an American poet, graduated from the Howard University, and he was a screenwriter and children's author. So what do you mean by screenwriter? Screenwriter means a person who writes script for motion pictures, or for film, or for movies, or for television programs, or for video game programs, is called a screenwriter. So Harry Benn, the Harvard graduated American author, is a famous screenwriter and a children's author. So in this poem, The Kind Tree, the poet describes about the kindness of a tree. Children, as you know, from our very early childhood age, we are seeing how the trees are helping us. The trees give us food, firewood. They also provide shelter to us. We make our houses with the raw materials or the timber that is being provided by trees. Trees bring rain. And also at the same time, the trees protect soil erosion. What do you mean by soil erosion? Washing away of the top layer of the soil by various natural forces is called soil erosion. Students, soil erosion takes place because of various reasons, either due to flood, or due to cloud burst, or due to heavy rainfall, sometimes or due to snow slides, landslides, the soil erosion occur. So the roots of the trees absorb the soil. So by protecting the soil being washed away, so the trees protect us from soil erosion. The trees also protect us from harmful rays, and the trees provide us shade. Not only the trees provide shade to animals, and also different type. Not only the trees provide shade to the animals, but also to the human beings. So whenever we are passing through the scorching rays of the sun and come under the tree, or came under the tree, then students, actually it provides us a great pleasure. It provides us coolness. So trees are the kindest things of the nature. So students, the poet Harry Benn describes how the trees play a very significant role in the life of living organisms. So as you know, the most important thing is we can live without food for several days. We can also live without water for several days also. But we cannot live without air. As you know, air is a composition of various types of gases. And in our atmosphere, you know, oxygen is one of the important gas that is prevalent in the atmosphere. Nitrogen having the highest percentage, then the oxygen. So the trees also provide oxygen to us. That means the trees provide life support to the human beings. So children, let us recite the poem The Kind Tree, written by the famous American poet and screenwriter Harry Benn. So students, I am reciting the poem The Kind Tree. You listen to the recitation attentively and go through your book. The Kind Tree, written by the poet Harry Benn. Trees are the kindest things I know. They don't harm and they simply grow and spread a shade for a sleepy couch and gather buds among the bugs. They are the first when days begin to toss the beams of the morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. So children, we have recited the poem. Now let us have a relook at the first stanza of the poem. According to the poet Harry Benn, trees are the kindest things he knows. The poet tells that trees are the kindest things I know. You know, kindest is the superlative form of the adjective kind. So the poet tells that he knows several things that are generally generous or kind. But among them, trees are the kindest things. They don't harm. What do you mean by they don't harm? They do not hurt anyone. They don't make any damage. They don't harm and they simply grow. So the trees grow simply, or the trees grow naturally without harming anyone, without creating any damage or without hurting anyone. In the process of their natural growth, neither they hurt anyone nor they make any damage to anything. And spread a shade for a sleepy cow. And spread a shade. Shade means here shadow. So the trees spread a shade, means a shadow. For whom? For sleepy cows. For sleepy couch. What do you mean by sleepy? Sleepy means desiring or needing sleep, or who is in a drowsy condition, desiring or needing sleep. So those cows who are desiring or needing sleep, when these cows come under the shadow of a tree, then the trees provide comfort to them. And gather buds among bogs. And gather means collect. And gather buds among bogs. Bogs means branches. So, children, whenever you look to the branch of a tree, you will find that large number of birds gather there. So, the trees provide the shelter to the birds. So, children, today we have recited the first stanza of the poem, and we have also discussed the theme of the poem. Theme of the first stanza of the poem. So let us have a look at some new words. Let's have a look at some new words from the first stanza of the poem. The first word is harm. Children, harm means to hurt or damage. To hurt or damage. So now let us use it into a meaningful sentence. No one will harm you. No one will harm you. Then let us go for another sentence. The drought The drought did a lot of harm to the crops. The drought did a lot of harm to the crops. Children, due to lack of rainfall for several years, or due to lack of sufficient, or due to lack of rainfall, or due to lack of sufficient amount of rainfall, then the drought-like condition may occur. So, the drought did a lot of harm to the crops. Then the next word is sleepy. So, sleepy means, children, next word is sleepy. Sleepy means desiring or needing sleep. Desiring or needing sleep. So let's use it into a meaningful sentence. The sleepy children were carried up to bed. Okay, the sleepy children were carried up to bed. So students, let's have a look at the last word, box. The last word is box. Box means branches. Box means branches. So let's use this word into a meaningful sentence. Its box are strong and spreading. Its box are strong and spreading. So let's use this word box into another meaningful sentence. The bog that bears most hangs lowest. The bog that bears most hangs lowest, or which we called Namranti Phalina Brukhya. That means the bog that bears most hangs lowest. So these are the words that we have used into meaningful sentences. So students, you recite the poem The Kind Tree written by Harry Bain and try to find out the new words from this poem and try to use these words into meaningful sentences of your own. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.